Hello, Teacher Amanda here, and today we are talking about modeling. And this is another one of the ESL essentials, which will help you be successful in applying to VIPKid and throughout your teaching career. So let's get right to it. Modeling is that gradual release that I do, we do, you do. So basically, you can think about it as a 1, 2, 3 step process. Some people characterize it that way, but it's probably best to think about it as a spectrum, because you start in this place of I do, where you are modeling things for your student, okay? And you do eventually move to we do, where you're doing things in conjunction with the student. Finally get to that place of you do, where the student can demonstrate the given activity or target sentence, whatever it is, independently. But there are sometimes students where maybe you'll spend an entire lesson or multiple lessons kind of in that we do phase, and that's perfectly fine. There's other students where you skip the I do, you don't need to demonstrate, and you go right to you do because they already know it, right? So it's not always 1, 2, 3 formulaic. It's more, where is my student at, and trying to find a way to cater to them effectively. And you stay in that we do phase as long as you need to help that student succeed and eventually get to that place of independence. Oh, and P.S., a real quick side note, I am a coach for VIPKid. I do help applicants get hired, and I would love to assist you if you are currently in the hiring process or thinking of applying. Please feel free to reach out with my information below or use my code, and I can absolutely coach you through the process and provide you with great free resources to help you. So what is modeling in a nutshell? It is showing the student instead of just saying things to them. So a young Chinese student who's learning English is not going to understand if you give them this big paragraph of instructions or a long sentence. They're not going to follow all of that. They're going to look at you like a deer in headlights and probably be confused. So it's important to show them, right? Jump right into the material, show them what to do, and expect them to parrot or to mirror or mimic you at this stage, especially these young learners. Obviously it changes as they get older and they understand more, and they will become more familiar with general verbal instructions at that point. And there will be phrases you get used to using, like draw a line, circle, drag and drop. Things like that. So you'll use some of these phrases and you'll build their understanding as they progress through the lessons. But starting out with these younger Chinese students, you want to make sure you err on the side of demonstrating and modeling for them first. So if you want them to have a conversation, you're not going to expect that they can look at a slide and see different sentences and know that that's conversation, right? So instead of telling them to have a conversation, I will show them what that looks like and then prompt them to mimic it. Hi, Dino. How are you? I'm happy. Henry, how are you? Good job. I'm happy. Good. Very good. Okay. So you get this idea of I showed them and then it's like ping pong style learning. I show them something and then throw it to them to see if they're able to do it. That also pertains to repetition, but that's for another video. So basically the idea is they are repeating, they are just modeling you at this point, and that's perfectly fine. They need to see what it is that you expect of them so they can then carry it out, okay? So another example would be on a slide like this. If we had different letters laid out, some were capitalized, some are not, and we want them to draw a line and then say the letters, okay? So I'm not gonna say, Henry, draw a line, and say the big and small letters. They're gonna look at me like, what, right? Maybe they'd understand draw a line, maybe, but ultimately, model first. It saves you time, it's clear, it's comprehensible for the student, it's just much easier for all of us. So, first things first, you model. And this is great because there's 3 different times, so it's perfect for like the I do, we do, you do. Draw a line. Draw a line. And they might like follow your line right after. Sometimes they do that. Big L. Good. Small L. Good job. Yes. yes. Now see if they can get the next one. Draw a line. And if they don't, that's fine. Sometimes I will actually do a little like dotted line for them and see if they'll start, because they get the idea of like tracing. And then they'll usually follow suit and finish it. So I did part of it and then they finished it. Good job, yes. Small B, good job. And then the last one, at this point now we've done 2 exercises, one where I did it myself, one where they participated. So at this point they understand what to do and they're gonna just jump ahead and they're gonna do it for you. Big Q, good job. Small Q, good work, Henry, excellent. You get a star, woohoo. Okay, so whenever there's multiple exercises, plan on doing that first one for them unless they really understand the content or what is expected of them already. Just use that as an opportunity. It's, again, a time saver and it's clear for them to see what it is that they're supposed to do, all right? Because just think about, as you're going through the slides, how when you first see a slide, you're not exactly sure what to do with it, right? And then the instructions help make that clear. For the student, it is made clear to them what they should do when you model it for them. So make sure you find opportunities to do that throughout your teaching. It really is so much easier on everybody involved. I hope that helps with the concept of modeling. If you have any other questions on this particular teaching technique or anything else VIPKid related, I would love to help you. So please feel free to reach out with my information below. Thanks and happy teaching. Feel free to email me or add my referral code to your application and I'll reach out to you to help you get hired.